With all the trickery going on in the world, watch this dog. It's a perfect example of the world around you. You are the dog, and the TV is the world trying to deceive you. It's only a few seconds long. I think about 9. So, right there, the man in that sandwich or whatever that is in his hand, some sort of food. It's on the TV, but it's deceiving the dog. But in real life, the whole internet, the world around you, is the TV. And you are the dog, trying to take what the world has, but you can't. It's all temporary. Anything that you do get a hold of is not even real. And we've got more stuff too to look at here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. Here's Popeye. This right here is going to be symbolic of the crucifixion. Let's give it a look. Right there. What do we have right here? Killing Christ. Repeatedly. Cheaper by the dozen. Hang on a second here. Look at Popeye. Wearing his crown. And these guys wearing their bone crown. Skull and Bone Society. Jesus, the crucifixion. The crown. Obviously meant to mock Jesus. Let's go on. We got a few more videos to look at here. Let's move on over here. Burgers Squared. Square Burgers. Soylent Green. The cheap burgers that they're going to be coming out with. And they're going to sell them to you for pennies just to try them. Let's have a look at this. This is a little bit different from reality, but we know that the Simpsons tend to play a role of some sort. You may have even seen this one already.
Highly anticipated Burger Squared. Krusty, what can you tell us about this fantastic new sandwich?
I'm glad you asked, Kent. We start with grade A beef, feed that to other cows, then kill them and serve the unholy results on a 7-grain bun. Burger Squared!
The cow, the beef. Kill one cow, feed it to another. Soylent Green. Kill a person. Aborted fetuses. Sacrificed people. Grind them up and feed them to other people.
It checks out. And now this lucky reporter will be the first human to sample this delicious crime against nature.
Right there, crime against nature. It's cannibalism. Hidden within animals eating animals within a cartoon.
See, flavorful with just a hint of...
Hey, that's my check cashing arm, you
See
stupid!
right there? Right there. He ate the Soylent Green burger. He got a taste for human flesh. Kent took a bite out of Krusty the Clown. You know these characters. Everybody knows the Simpson characters. We've all seen The Simpsons. This is your future. All these people will eventually consume each other, and then you will have more chaos. You can get a Wendy's bacon cheeseburger for 1 cent. 1 cent.
Highly anticipated.
Let's go on and see what else we have here. We've got a couple more videos and a few things to read. Over here. Wonder why sin feels so good? I think this woman captures it really well. It's only a few seconds long. Right there. Wonder why sin feels so good? Because the flesh doesn't care about eternity, because it's not going with you. That is very correct. Over here. Let's see if we can capture it. The whole thing. One day you will die and your body will be laid in the ground, but your soul will last forever. So do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Your soul has an endless life. So your body craves what this world is trying to throw at you. And some get off to feeding it to you. They get off to feeding it to you. They feed you everything. Soylent Green burgers. Downplay Jesus. And they do it by manipulating you. You are the dog. The world is the TV. Don't forget. That's you trying to get the food. That's you. In our last video is this man right here. His video is titled, Just Come to Me. This is a homosexual man. This video is about 4 minutes long. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
I didn't come to Jesus and give my life to Christ to be straight, to turn from gay to straight. I gave my life to Christ because I was addicted to porn, and I really needed help, and I really wanted to change, and I was so
Although he did not come to Christ to become straight, he did come to Christ to get over his addiction to pornography. Now, at the end of this video, we got some things to say, but we're going to go ahead and play most of this. We'll pause a couple times. Let's go ahead.
desperate for a change. And I remember this so clearly. Literally at the beginning of this year, I was on the roof. I was taking a break from work, and I was talking to God, and I said, hey, God, I really need to be healed from all these addictions, and I want to come to you, but I don't know if I can come to you, because I don't know if I can.
The homosexuality is itself an addiction. It's an addiction to the world, trying to grab it.
Straight. know if I could be straight. So why not just be gay and Christian? I was like, it's not a thing. Can that be a thing? And as I kept asking him that, he just said, just come to me. He said, just come to me. He said,
come to me as you are. Don't worry about who you are. Cling to Christ, and He will bring you out of it.
we'll worry about that later. He didn't even give me an answer. He said, just come to me.
The answer comes after you
He
come
said,
to
just
Him.
let me heal the broken pieces of you. He said, don't worry about it.
I can appreciate this man's video. Christ will heal the broken pieces of you. His porn addiction, his homosexuality. All he has to do is do it on his own. Don't worry about the church or religion. Come to Christ. Christianity.
Because I was heavily addicted to pornography. I would do it in the morning, I would do it in the middle of the day, I would do it at night before I go to sleep. I was ridden with a lot of anxiety and depression, and I didn't want to call it depression because we don't call it depression and we don't call it anxiety. Now I know that it was a spirit, but I would used to wake up and not want to go to work because it was just so frustrating and stressful. And I would use pornography and masturbation to cope. And it didn't work, it didn't satisfy. When I was younger it did, but it just wasn't satisfying me. It was to the...
As you get older, you realize what you were doing to make you feel better. Pornography, masturbation, those things in the young mind, you don't look at them the same as you do now. And that's because you grew. And the older you get, the more your soul starts to yearn for God. It wants you to surrender yourself to God. That's why the older you get, the more you desire the truth.
Point where even at work I would just watch porn and masturbate all the time, and so I knew something had to change. And so that's why I started to really come back to Jesus, come back to church, because of that. It wasn't to be straight, it wasn't thinking about conversion or any of these things. And I know what I'm saying, some people will not get it because the veil has not been lifted from their eyes and they're just so caught up in what they want to do, so that's fine. But
this man is at the beginning stage of healing. Eventually, he will organically, without effort, start to lose his homosexuality if he clings to Christ.
this might be for somebody and I don't know who it is.
It's for everybody. It's a great story.
But God just wants a relationship with you. He just wants to be with you.
And you to be with
He
him.
wants to heal you. He's not worried about all this other stuff. All of this other stuff will come into alignment with him. He will make you clean. He will make you holy. He will make you righteous. But there's a lot of people who are suffering. And he wants to deal with that. He wants to heal that. There's a lot of brokenness from other things outside of questioning identity with your sex and gender and all that other stuff, because there's a root to it. And he wants to heal you.
It's all in the demons. The demons that are clinging to you or that are within you. This man, I don't believe he has demons in him. He has them around him, telling him to do things. If they were within him, such as with the people you see on the streets with street preachers. Those people get aggressive with the street preacher, and that's because they have demons within them. And those demons hate the street preacher for what he or she says. And so that causes that anger. And then they want to get aggressive with the street preacher. This man here is basically the same type of person, a poster child for the LGBTQ community, but yet he is seeking Christ, which means he doesn't have demons within him, because those demons, if they were within him, if they were attached to his soul, if he had let them in at some point, he would not be doing this. He definitely would not be making this video.
He wants to be the father that you never had. He wants to be the mother that you never had. He wants to give you the love that you never received. He wants to restore the innocence that was stripped away from you. He wants to be your home.
He will save you from the innocence that was stripped away from you from society, that came from the school system, the government, the workplace, all around you, your parents, your siblings. And he would save them too, the people that run those things, if they would surrender.
Your refuge. That's what he wants. That's what he did with me, and if he could do it for me, he could do it for you. But I just not have to set the record straight. I've said this before, but God told me to present this in this way. So hopefully in this way, this touches somebody. All right, I gotta go. I didn't come to Jesus again.
This man here is so close. I would go as far as saying that if this man died right now, the fact that he has surrendered himself and that he is trying to come away from it, I would be willing to bet that he may in fact make it through the gates. Now that's not a guarantee, obviously, but even still, we all know we're born in sin. We're going to have sin. We're going to live with sin all of our lives. It's all about minimizing it and fighting for your soul. And if you do it with honesty in your heart, and you've given your heart to Jesus and accepted him as your Lord and Savior, surely you will get into heaven. Think about it. We all know that we cannot 100% avoid sin. We can get rid of most of it, all the big stuff, but it doesn't really matter, because you're going to have some lust, and you're going to have some jealousy. You may accidentally steal something from the point of view that, well, it's mine, I should have it, or whatever. There's going to be some things that you're not going to 100% overcome. That's okay. You keep trying. You aim to be at 0 and without sin, but it's not likely to happen. The only thing you could really do, potentially, is to be like a monk and go into the woods and just avoid it altogether. But we can't really do that, which is the point. That's why they're burning the trees down, to bring you into the cities. The more people are spread out, the easier it is to walk with God. Even myself, at work, in the store, I get flashes of hate and lust because of other people being around me. There's too many things going on. There's many, many fights within me, within you, that we all struggle with. Seeking aloneness and to be with Christ, that's a good thing to do. Obviously, spreading the word is amazingly good. And I feel really good making these videos. But really, I tend to fall way short. And I need lots of alone time to work through it. Now we do have one little thing here to look at for this video, back on topic of this man himself. 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure. So, God is giving this man a way to endure. He's given him an escape. And this man appears to be trying to take it. God is faithful. He will provide, or he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape. And you will be able to endure it. This man is well on his way to doing great things with his life here on earth. And I want to leave you with this final message right here in this video. This man, I am betting, will find his way into heaven if he keeps pushing. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope all of you are blessed every day. All glory to Christ.